everyone, welcome back to our channel. And for today's video, as you guys can see on the title, we are going to talk about it is okay to not be okay. So there are 4 steps of self-acceptance that I want to emphasize on for all of us to understand more on what it means by it is okay to not be okay. What is self-acceptance? So self-acceptance is the act of accepting who you are by understanding and recognizing our own limitations and abilities. When you have high self-acceptance, it will lead to a better mood regulations and increase your positive emotions. But without self-acceptance, your psychological well-being will suffer, for which it will hamper your effort to create a happier and more successful life for yourself. In other words, self-acceptance is when you are able to accept your good sides and your bad sides about yourself. So how to achieve self-acceptance? So the first one is forgive yourself. Understand that you did the best you could at that time and acknowledge that you can no longer change your past failures and mistakes. So having this mindset is the first step toward developing self-acceptance. Take ownership of your past mistake and failure, but do not hate yourself much about it. Forgive yourself, because after all, you did the best that you can at that time. So the second step is to practice mindfulness. Take some time to think about your feeling and thoughts. For example, do you get anxious when you think about one particular area about your life? Or which part of yourself that you ashamed of? So these are difficult questions, but answering them will open your eyes to which part of yourself that you find the most difficult to accept. Remember that the goal of this is not to judge yourself, but instead it is simply to create an awareness about part of yourself that you have been rejecting. So the third step is forget on being perfect. As human beings, we do make mistakes. But understand that your imperfections is what make you unique, and failure is a part of life that will help you to accept yourself more. So do not define either yourself success or fail, but instead recognize that you are the most important person to yourself, regardless of what failure and mistake you have made. So when you let go the need to be perfect, it will be much easier to accept yourself. So the last step to achieving self-acceptance is to stop comparing yourself. Please remember that true self-acceptance is unconditional, and it does not depend on your perceived success over your peers. Your life is uniquely your own, and because of that, it will always be valuable to you. Regardless of what you do, please remember that you are valuable and unique because of your own strengths and flaws. So stop comparing yourself to others. You are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. Last but not least, allowing yourself not to feel okay involves accepting all feelings and thoughts. If you tend to ignore them, they will only grow stronger. So please remember that no emotions is permanent. Anger and sadness, just like joy and happiness, they will come and they will go. So please learn to be kind to yourself and accepting that it is okay to not be okay.